Hey, our friends, today's lesson is sponsored by Paramount Pictures.
You can purchase Sonic the Hedgehog on digital today.
Who are we going to draw today?
Dr. Robotnik.
Dr. Robotnik. He's so awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. You need something to draw with. We're going to use markers. You also need some
Paper and something to color with.
Yeah, let's start.
Yes.
Let's first draw his nose. We're going to draw it in the middle of our paper, but towards the top so that we have room for his body below. And we're going to draw a letter U, or it kind of looks like a V, the letter V. There you go. Now we're going to draw his goggles. We're going to draw big circles for his goggles. I'm going to draw one on the left. And then we're going to draw that same size circle over here on the right. Oh, I like the size. I like the size of the goggles. Good job. Keep going. All right, now we're going to draw a smaller circle just inside of the first one we drew. All the way around. Connect back at the top, and we'll do the same thing on the right side. Next, let's connect the goggles at the very top. We're going to draw a line that goes across from the left to the right. Let's draw another line right below that. And then we're going to draw the part that goes over the nose, so an upside down U shape. And then we're going to do another one right below that or right above it, either way. Now let's also draw the little piece on the side of the goggles. We're going to draw a curve that comes out and then back in towards the bottom. And we'll do the same thing over here on the right. Go out and then back in. Then let's repeat the same step we've been doing. Just draw another curve that's a little smaller inside on both sides. All right, now we're ready to draw his cool mustache. We're going to start here on the left side of his nose, and we're going to draw a curve that comes out towards his goggles and then curves down. Then we're going to do the same thing on the right. Come out towards the goggles and then curve down. Then we're going to draw the bottom of the mustache, but we're going to leave a little space on both sides. We're going to draw a straight line that comes across, but make sure that you don't connect on each side, because on the left and then also on the right, it curls up.
Yeah.
Just a little piece. It's my favorite part of his mustache. We're going to draw a curve on the top that curves around like that. Then we're going to start here on the point at the very end, and we're going to curve back and connect to the bottom of his mustache. Then let's do the same thing on the right side. We're going to curve around and curl up towards the goggles. And we're going to curve back down and connect to the bottom. We want to make sure that this part is really thin. Yeah, all right, now let's draw his mouth. And we're going to draw a U shape or a curve that comes under his mustache. And then let's also draw his tongue. We're going to draw that same curve but upside down inside. Okay, let's color in that top shape. Now we're ready to draw the shape of his head. We're going to start here on his goggles. We're going to come down and draw his chin. We're going to come down right underneath his mouth. And then we're going to curve back up on the other side and connect to his goggles over here. Now let's draw his forehead. We're going to come in just a little bit on his goggles and draw a short line up. And we'll do the same thing over here on the right side. We're going to come in a little bit and draw a short line up. Yeah, then we're going to connect these two lines with a curve. Go all the way over and connect to the other side. This is his forehead. Let's draw his hair, or the outside shape. We're going to start here, and we're going to draw a curve that comes out and then comes up towards that little corner on his forehead. Then over here on this side, we're going to draw something a little different. We're going to start on the outside of the goggles, and we're going to draw a curve that comes up. It's a little more straight. Then up here, we're going to draw a curve on top. Now we're going to draw a bigger curve that comes all the way over, and we're going to leave a little space in between the two curves on the left. Now let's draw a big upside down V. And then we're gonna draw two more upside down V's, but these are smaller and connect to this curve on the left. Yeah, now we need to draw his part. We're gonna draw two diagonal lines that come down and connect to his forehead from the side of his hair. All right, now let's draw a few extra lines for the texture in his hair. I'm gonna draw a curve from the point to his forehead. I'll draw another curve from the point, and then I'm gonna draw one more from this big point. We could also add a couple more down here on the side. And I'm gonna draw a couple more over here on the right side. Maybe 4. All right, what's he missing?
His ears.
Yeah, let's draw the letter C next to his goggles on the left, and then a backward C over here on the right side. Now let's draw his body. We're gonna draw him with his cool red jacket and suit. We're gonna draw two lines coming down from his chin, one on the left and over here on the right. I'm drawing him about halfway down to our paper, to the bottom of our paper. Now we're gonna draw a curve right here that we're gonna curve down and connect to that outside line. And then do the same thing on the right side. Now let's draw his legs. We're gonna start on the inside of this little curve and we're gonna come down further and stop. And we'll do the same thing over here to match. Cool. Now let's draw some of the details on his shirt and also his pants. We'll draw a sideways V. And let's just repeat the same steps on both sides. Then let's draw another one that's a little bigger on each side. Then we're going to connect these two V's, sideways V's, with a line. That's where the bottom of his shirt. Let's draw another line right above that one. Then we can also draw a line right down the middle. And then also a line towards his chin that goes across his chest. All right, now let's draw his pants. We're going to start right here. Let's draw 2 points. I'm going to leave a little space from the outside, and we're going to leave that same space over here on this side. That's where his ankles would be. We're going to draw an upside down V. We're going to go up to a point and then back down. He's looking so cool.
Yeah.
Now let's connect his pants at the bottom and add an extra line for a detail at the bottom of his pants. Okay, now let's draw his feet. We're going to draw a curve that comes down, and then we're going to curve back around and connect to the other side. Let's do the same thing on the right. A curve that comes down for the front of his foot, and then curve back around for the bottom. Next, let's color in his feet. We also colored in these two shapes on the side of his pants. Now that part we sped up, but remember you can always pause the video for extra time. Now let's draw his arms. We'll start right here on his chin, and we're going to draw a curve that comes down and out. Then we're going to draw the inside of his sleeve. We'll start here on his jacket, and then towards the bottom where I'm going to get further away. It's a little wider where his wrist is. Then we can connect the bottom of his sleeve. Then let's draw his hand closed in a fist. So we'll start here on the inside, and we're going to draw a big curve that comes around and connects to the outside. I have these really cool gloves on, so let's draw a sideways U for his thumb. And the tips of the gloves were cut off, so let's draw a line coming from that U shape and connecting to the outside. Now let's color in this top shape, but leave these other two white. Next, let's draw his left hand coming out to the side. He's hanging on to something. So let's draw a straight line out. Now let's draw another line just below it. We're going to start on his jacket, and towards his wrist, we're going to get further away. I'm going to make this just a little longer on the top and also on the bottom. Then let's connect the end of his sleeve. And we're also going to draw his fist. We're going to curve around just like we did over here on this side. And then let's draw his thumb. We're going to draw a curve that comes down and then it's going to curve back up. Then we're going to draw a line that comes across here. And we can also draw a line across his thumb. I think it's cool that you went off the page.
Yeah.
Your drawing is so big.
Yeah.
That's all right. Now let's draw 3 more lines for his fingers. 1, 2, 3. Then let's color in the shape on the right for his gloves. During the movie, Dr. Robotnik was always hanging on to one of Sonic's quills.
Yeah.
That had tons of power in it. So we're going to draw that next. We're going to draw a curve coming out of his hand. And then we're going to curve, we'll start at the top, and we don't want to make this too thick. Kind of looks like a piece of hair. We're going to curve back down. And we're going to color some lightning bolts coming off of that later. Let's draw all of the cool details on his jacket. Let's first start here on his sleeve. We'll draw a curve down or line down. Then we're going to draw a short line coming up. Then a diagonal line to the right and then connect up. All right, let's draw his cool shoulder pads. We're going to draw a short line down and then connect into his jacket. Let's repeat those same steps over here on the right side. First, draw a line down on his wrist. Then we'll draw that short line. Then the diagonal line coming up. And then connect to the outside, just like we did over here. Then let's draw this rectangle shape for his shoulder. Short line in, and then connect back up. Then let's add one more line right here on his jacket on both sides. All right, Jack, we did it. We finished drawing Dr. Robotnik. He looks really cool.
But we still need to color him.
Yeah, this part we're gonna fast forward, but at the end, remember, you can pause the video to match the same coloring. You ready to fast forward?
Yeah.
Jack, give me 5. You did such a great job on coloring Dr. Robotnik. He looks so much cooler all colored in.
Yeah, he does.
Now you guys can pause the video right now to match the same coloring. We used markers, but you could use whatever you have at home. We also added blue electricity coming out of Sonic's quill.
Yeah, it looks like it has a lot of power.
Yeah, tons of power.
We hope you had a lot of fun drawing Dr. Robotnik.
Yeah, we do. We hope you had a lot of fun. And remember, it's okay if your drawings look different than ours, because the most important thing is
To have fun.
and to
Practice.
practice. Remember to practice. Parents, also remember that you can purchase Sonic the Hedgehog on digital today. We want to say thank you to Paramount for sponsoring this lesson. We'll see you later, our friends. Goodbye.
Goodbye.